We've all seen that this Diddy stuff hit the net. It's been running around for a couple of hours now, and where do you even start? So, hey man, people was talking about Cat Williams, and this is the year that all the bad people will be exposed and lies will be exposed and everything like that. And it's looking as if everything that was said in that Cat Williams interview at the top of the year, is coming to light. Now, Diddy's allegations and everything fell out to the public with the lawsuit. It was November of 2023. So, it was basically, we hear it. It's in a news cycle. Diddy was running around on the news cycles for months and months and months. And as long as he was falling back and staying out of the way, then people wasn't harping on it that bad. But now this rolls out, right? And it looks disgusting. There's no other way around it. It's just some disgusting behavior. And the reason you want to say it's disgusting is because she was leaving. We're not talking about no regular dude up the block, and it's not an excuse for him either. You get what I'm saying? It's not an excuse for anybody. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about a dynasty and a real empire. Not none of them hopes and wishes and dreams. Stick with me for 8 more years and we still ain't gonna have nothing type of things. We talking about something that was tried and true to the public that he had to maintain. So to see him running up that hallway in a towel, it makes him look demonic. It makes him look evil. Because she's running out of the hotel room with no shoes on. Now, if you fast-paced walking, let's say it like that, right? Now, I've been on this mic, and you guys have heard me on AO, the Big Facts podcast. We've talked about these type of situations all the time. Now, I don't remember the guy's name. His name was Steve. He played football, and the video came out about him and his girlfriend or baby mom at the time. And I said, yes, she was scared as hell. She was scared as hell in that video that had came out, if you guys remember, if you want to go look it up. But he was just tossing her around. He pushed her down, tossed her, tossed her into the TV and like tossed her on the couch or whatever. He wasn't closed fist, bob. You could tell he had frustration. Should there be an excuse for that? No, right? But he wasn't whooping off into her. And the kid was there, that made it bad. But when you see this whole Diddy thing, and you see Cassie is at this elevator, and she's trying to put her shoes on to get away. You see him yank her back. Man, it just looks bad all around. Because you have so much at stake. And then this is where you have to think about Diddy and him being on top for so long. You know what I mean? Creating the necessary relationships. Paying off the right people. Doing all the politics. And just creating a great face for the world to see. That when I am this crazy person behind closed doors, then nobody's going to believe you. I have way too much to lose to put myself in this position. And yet he put himself in that position. And they said he was heavily intoxicated, yelling, screaming. There was no audio on the video, right? Heavily intoxicated. This is me, what I'm saying. Diddy had to be up under something for you're in LA. In a hotel room. This ain't your house. Nothing. They're in a hotel. And I don't know. He could have bought out the whole floor. it could just be, I don't know what's going on, right? But you weren't afraid of like housekeepers coming up on the floor, of anybody in the hallway hearing you, just nothing. Like you was just out there running wild, and whatever you were doing, it had to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go put my hands on her right now. That's what makes you think like he had to be under the influence, or he just he plugged in a different way. He's just plugged in a different way, and he's been in the industry long enough to be plugged in a different way. And I know people are saying like, oh, if you jump online, you defend this, you this and you that, and nobody should defend it. And it's no defense to it. She was leaving. Now, I've also said on this mic, there's a difference between they fighting and domestic violence. Now, I've also said nobody should be putting your hands on nobody. Men shouldn't be hitting women. Women shouldn't be hitting men, because we see it across the board all the time. So we can't just say, oh, this is just what men do. Oh, this is just what women do. But what I mean by there's a difference between a DV and they fighting. DV is me just punching down on you. Pop, 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 pop. They fighting mean Diddy would have been naked in that hallway if they were fighting. Because I know women who, you're not going to just get that off on me. I'm going to swing this bag. I'm going to come up. You're going to pull on this hoodie. I'm going to come out this hoodie, and I may even run then. But you're going to have to do a little bit more than just put your hands on me and I'm just, cowering down, because I know it's more to come after this. So what he is doing and what's on display is DV. Right? Now, also, I've said this, and you can go back into the live where this all kicked off with Diddy and the 30 M's and yada, yada, yada. This is how you know Diddy was just way too arrogant for the world. This nigga really thought he was king or something. And if you on top 30 plus years, wouldn't you think you were the king or something? And people were saying, coming up with the theory that he went head to head with that alcohol company, DeLeon or whatever, for the racist stuff. And that they just, they laid it out on him like, oh, well, here go this that he been doing and this and this. Here's all his dirt. And let's see you, come from under all this. And then you got to fight us after you come from under all your dirt that's about to be exposed. So that was the conspiracy theory that's out there, or theory that's out there. And that's believable, because you do wonder, why do this type of stuff, get held onto? And didn't they say that video was 2016? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a long time to hide that video. And I know people are saying, this is where you got to think about it. Right? Because people already been getting blocked. You know what I mean? Just for not being real. It's not even an emotion thing, but like, just be for real. People are saying, oh, she got paid. Y'all, this goes to Diddy's arrogance again, and him thinking that he was the king of whatever he was ruling, right? Because Cassie asked him for that money. They said, hey, come on. We can square all this away. We can square it away. Man, I can get out your hair. You ain't got to worry about me, right? They could have did all that. Diddy said no. Of course, him and his lawyers got together and said, nah, you're not shaking us down. Fuck that. Then Cassie and her lawyers came with the bam, dropped it on a lawsuit. And what did Diddy do? Bam, here you go, 30 million. Get her out the way. So y'all saying that, oh, she took the money. Y'all got to stop lying in saying that you wouldn't tell your sister, your mama, your daughter to sue Diddy. Y'all be trying to sue Popeyes for chicken sandwiches and shit. Y'all be trying to sue people for next to nothing, let alone somebody that beat on your people that's a billionaire, and y'all just like, nah, walk off into the sunset because y'all was in a relationship. No. Naturally, somebody's going to come at your head for some bread. That's why people make you sign NDAs. Because all the weird stuff that you can sue for. What are y'all talking about? She took the money. She took the money. Anybody with a brain will take the money when you can't send somebody like Diddy to jail. And this is what I mean. Diddy has a certain amount of money, a certain amount of connections, a certain amount of, whatever he has, relationships, to where nobody's going to they not running up in there and just set him up and taking him off to jail like they would do your poor ass. You get what I'm saying? Your poor ass will probably get shot on your lawn. Is it sinking in? We gotta stop with this. She took the money. People in their natural mind would take the money. If Diddy beat you, the man, if Diddy beat your ass up, you would sue him. Y'all watch Vlad. Y'all watch Vlad all the time. And he sued Rick Ross for getting beat up. When rich people beat you up, you sue them. That's just how it goes. That does not take a rocket scientist to figure out. But with this whole thing, it's just nasty. And like I said, in November, it's now, because I was asking the question, like, is this going to be the death of a dynasty? Is it over for Diddy? Because he always had come off as a untouchable. And excuse me, but this put the nail in the coffin. Diddy out of here. Diddy cooked. Because they was on his head. The internet was on his head and they wasn't letting him forget. Then the Kendrick and Drake thing, ate up the internet for about, for a couple of weeks. And it's still, but then when this video comes out, it's time for all that stuff to get swept away. About when They Not Like Us or whatever dropped by Kendrick Lamar, I had wrote on my community YouTube page and said, nobody is more happier than Diddy. Because, saying he's out of the news cycle, ain't nobody really checking for him, right? And then this comes out. Somebody is not letting up on Diddy's ass, man. They are not caring about none of his nothing. And then, once one person say something and say, hey, this is wrong. Now here go a million more people behind you say, and he did this too. And he did that. And he did this too. To me, and to me, and to me, and to me, and to me. So it's just a gang of people who gonna keep riding on Diddy. And you, like I said, you see they not letting up. Now, it makes you think, because now this is often to some other people, right? It make you think about the city girls. The city girls. When you think about the city girls, JT, Young Miami, they had a little yada, yada, yada on the internet. They fell out. Now, has JT removed herself from Carisha because of this? Did JT get the word? You know what I mean? Did a little birdie come into JT's ear and say, hey man, some shit about to come down. You might want to get away from Carisha. It's not going to look good. Break off. Do your own thing. Be cool, rap, and just be off to yourself. Cause they've been ever since her and Diddy start mixing it up, and Carisha Please, and Carisha got the plug from Diddy. She got the connections. Oh, billionaire dude, he can toss me up. I'm off. I'm off to the races. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Did somebody pull JT back and say, hey, hey, don't go on that ride. That ride about to be a disaster. It looked good. It looked good. But you might want to sit this out. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not about to get this $10 million deal. And no, you don't have that $3 million deal. And no, you don't have this show. But you know what I mean? You got a nice amount of money to where you comfortable. You can feed your people. Your dude is little Uzi Vert. He has his own set of fans that you can, rock with and be with. Just take a back seat for now, baby girl. Cause Carisha's career is over as well. If we're gonna keep it for real, what can Carisha do? The girl barely can rap. You know what I'm saying? You was all on the internet talking about this. I'm dating the billionaire this and the billionaire that and the da 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 da. Right? So now this stuff comes out and people want you to speak on it, and then you go hiding. Not only that, you trying to use the gays and this new campaign and rolling out whatever she's rolling out. Whatever Carisha got going on, it's a dub on it. Don't nobody want to hear none of that, especially being attached to Diddy. Oh, yeah, let me hear all that best podcast shit for 2 years straight now. Let me hear it. Cause where them episodes at, baby girl? Why ain't no Carisha Please podcast coming out? Now JT looks like the victor. JT looks like the smart one. She didn't take the quick check. And not saying that it wasn't offered to her. You know what I'm saying? But JT got a career. Because somebody in one of these blogs just said, what's the song of the summer? And that JT song, okay. Bitches be looking okay. So whatever. They saying this could be the song of the summer. And maybe it could be. I think it's strange, but maybe it could be. But with her splitting from Young Miami and the split being like a year plus, before all this Diddy stuff came down, her and Carisha were not mixing it up like that. JT looked like, I don't know nothing about nothing. Me and her don't even talk. So don't come asking me no questions. I've been over here trying to get my own little thing off the ground and do me. She been over there with all that blowing up with the game and the whatever she got going on. She been in the spotlight, and yeah, that's cool, but I don't know nothing about nothing. And people are in Korea. I mean, what's her name? JT could know every little bit of everything, and people are going to believe that she don't know anything because she hasn't been around. Like I said, it's all nasty. Man. This is the last thing I want to say. Because people often say, it's hard to leave. It's not as easy as you think it could be. And I know you're just saying, like, y'all need to just leave. Y'all need to just leave. Blah, 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 blah. Why can't you just leave? And yeah, I have said things like that. And then just leave. What the hell? You got some bread? Just leave. And even in that old live that I did, I said, because we don't know. We don't know if Cassie had the helping hand and didn't want to take it because she was afraid. Right? We don't know that. But I'm saying that to say we have to just don't be scary. That's the best way I can put it. Because, you can be like, don't start victim blaming and all that, because you can't say that because this internet lets people hide. and lets people hide behind all these profiles and all this other stuff. So you can't say don't victim blame, because as soon as you don't pay attention to it or whatever, man, somebody gonna pick it up and it's gonna run, and then you're gonna hear it and Don't get me wrong, you can totally avoid the internet. That's a thing as well, you know what I'm saying? But it's just for my women. When it don't feel right, women, because I'm a woman too. When it don't feel right, get out. And get out as fast as you can. I understand what you're saying when you say it's not that easy. I hear you and I sympathize with you. And what I'm also saying is, try your darndest to let this be known. Listen, try. All you can do is try your best to get away and get out. Tell somebody. And I'm not even talking about the celebrity shit, because the celebrityness of it, that's what makes it salacious. But I'm talking about for my everyday women that are getting beat. Man too. Because we can't forget about dudes that are being in abusive relationships as well. It's just so happened that we're seeing this Diddy thing. But get out. Tell somebody. Take that helping hand. And all I can say is don't be scared to move on, man. Life is scary. Breaking out of a situation can be scary as well. But sometimes you just gotta shake that fear, man. If you wanna live, shake that fear today. ASAP. Same old gossip reheated, man. It's like I only open up this mic if it's something for real. It's don't bring me no bread. I want y'all to... Hey, man, have a good weekend. It's Friday. This just came down the pipe. It's just... Y'all enjoy yourselves. Get out of that situation if you fear for anything. If you fear losing your mind. If you fear losing your life. If other people around you will be harmed. It's time to go. It's time to go. Now, I don't know if my voice will reach you. And I don't know how sincere you might think I sound or how sincere I am. But I hope you have somebody you can reach out and touch and just get out of that situation. Now, the reason I'm saying this because I don't have that type of personality to where somebody can put their hands on me. So when I hear things like this, I'm kind of like, what? You know what I'm saying? And this is not even a second thought for me. You get what I'm saying? And those who have been on this channel, I know I keep saying I'm gonna get out of here, but those who have been on this channel, you know what I'm saying? You know that I'm into guns. You get what I'm saying? And this is crazy because I had this conversation with my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say too much, but having this conversation, he had asked me, have I ever been abused in relationships? And I'm like, no. Like, no. No. That and it's so crazy because I hear so many females say, I just want a dude who don't hit me. Excuse me? What kind of what? And as me and my brother was talking, he's giving me that face like, come on, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. You ain't gotta hide it. For real. This is the face that he giving me. And I'm looking at him dead ass serious. No. I've never been in that situation. I'm out. He said, why? Is it because you got guns? I said, no. If it come to that, then it comes to that, but no. But, the gun do help. I'm not even going to front. You not about to black my eye and I ain't pulling nothing. It ain't going to be no little pocket knife. It's going to be something that go boom more than a little bit. So we know I don't play them games, but I've never, ever had a man raise his hand to me and put it to my face, my body, in no ill way. So ladies, get out. And I know it's easy for me to say it, but get out. Get out.